I really want to make this video for a long time, but I just can't hold it any longer. The Thunder are ruining the NBA. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Captain Obvious, right? But it's much deeper than just the foul baiting. It's just the brand of basketball that they are doing. And let me compare it back to like 10 years ago, and we had the Prime Warriors, right? Everyone hated them, or a lot of people hated them, but they still respected them. They're like, hey, they play a brand of basketball that is ethical and that is fun to watch at least, kind of like the Patriots of the NFL. But with the Thunder, even though they've had really good records, Shea's back-to-back MVP, as I'm speaking this, they're up 2-1 against the Spurs, and maybe they'll go to the finals for the second straight year, maybe win 2 in a row. But I wanted to make this video to explain that this is ruining the NBA. The Thunder are the epitome of sloppiness and unethical hoops. And the reason I say that is obviously Shea's flopping. Shea is not a real MVP. Like, I love him as a player without his flopping, because before he was a flopper, he was like the next Kobe. His footwork is amazing. He can shoot. His driving is effective. His handles are great and tight. And he's just, a fun hooper to watch, except when he flops. Same with the whole Thunder team. Before they started flopping, people actually enjoyed watching them. It was like for the first half of last season. But now they've taken the next approach, which is flopping every single shot, and then on the defensive end, they're just tugging and grabbing and shoving and everything like that. And it is now getting to a point where people are so sick and tired of it. And I can't blame them for doing that, because the reffing is the true issue. The refs are letting them do this stuff, and it is disgusting to watch. And people said the refs favored the Warriors, right? Certified Steph Curry Glazer, you guys probably already know that though. And yes, I also have another channel, and I'm kind of doing both of them. So if you guys recognize that as well, I know, okay? Anyways, back to the point. But it's just unethical hoops. It is boring, and it's just slop. I watched the second overtime of the game 1 of Spurs and the Thunder, and the second overtime was just complete slop. Except for Wemby, obviously. Wemby was a baller. Holy cow. But it was complete garbage. The Thunder, they could not get a bucket. They literally missed 2 wide open layups. Badly, Angel Reese style, didn't even hit the rim. And they had multiple just childish turnovers. Same with the Spurs. Stephon Castle was like making high school mistakes. And I'm just like, wait, this is the NBA of today? Like, me and my brother were watching it. And I'm like, this is disgusting. But yet last year I watched the Warriors in the playoffs and Steph Curry, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful basketball. I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm not saying that the NBA is, not basketball, because obviously it's the best players in the world. But I'm just saying the brand of basketball the Thunder are pushing, and that some of the NBA is starting to go towards, is just disgusting. And this is the reason why viewership is down. So Shea needs to clean up his act. If he stops flopping, I feel like people would really enjoy him, because the Thunder were a fun team to watch for the first half of last year. And it's sad, dude. It's sad that we are accepting it somewhat, but I'm glad that people are waking up and saying, hey, this is bad for the brand. This is bad for the NBA, that people are flopping every single time. Is it smart? Probably. But the refs need to wake up and figure out that, hey, this is terrible for the NBA. The players need to stop doing this. Obviously, try to draw a foul, but going to the extent where you're flopping every single shot like SGA is, and it's not just him, it's a lot of players, even on different teams as well, but the flopping is just ruining basketball. Because you look back at the 90s, no one foul baited, They might do a pump fake, and then get them, but no one foul baited because it was so physical. The game was so physical. Even though the players weren't as skilled back then, the physical level was just way up there. So like a hard foul that would be considered like a flagrant or an ejection in today's game would be just a regular ball foul, like when someone's trying to drive down the lane and grab them and throw them on the floor. So I believe the players are kind of getting soft, and this all kind of just boils down to just the players' integrity and what they want to do. But that is why the Thunder are ruining basketball, and it needs to stop. And hopefully it does, but if it doesn't, it's going to ruin the NBA even more. So make sure to like and subscribe and follow for more.